Welcome to Center Heist Productions. Please hit the likes and subscribe down below in the right-hand corner. Happy Easter to all the fans of Center Heist Productions. Hopefully you and your families are having a good one. Please don't forget to hit the subscribe and likes and tell your friends and family about it. We're trying to grow a solid community here, which we give it to you straight up. This is a review of the Canes coming into Montreal, and we expected a blowout. The Habs played them well. They kept themselves in it. However, it was a one-sided affair. Goaltending, actually. Tell you the truth, the Habs hung around, but I got to say, what really kept them off the map was goaltending of the Canes. That Russian goaltender played fairly well. He really did his job and kind of was the difference in the game. Um, Two odd man plays where sloppiness kind of caught Montreal and kerfuffles. Uh, it paid Montreal paid the price for those two kerfuffles. One being short, the first one being short-handed. Like I say, they got to improve in that area. It's something they got to continue. But I was happy for the tank purposes. This is what we needed. A loss finally, and I figured the Canes would be the answer to getting us back in the last column. Anyway. First period, no scoring whatsoever. So a good, solid period was played by both teams in the first. Then the Canes came out with that 1-0 lead in the second, where we gave up that odd man, the breakaway, which Matheson kerfuffled at the point, could not hold it in, lost position on Stahl. Stahl went in and turned Monty inside out, and there was 1-0. Then the third period came, 2-0. Habs could not score and beat uh, uh, what's his name, Kochetkov. He was just phenomenal. Played quite a game. Never heard tell of this guy. Evidently, he. I think the Canes will be looking at him. Whereas they're usually just looking at Anderson alone. This could be a good alternative for them going into the playoffs if they want to decide to use a two-goaltender system. And Montembeault was in the net for us. Jordan Stahl's goal ends up being the winning goal. Not much else you could say about that. We got the 3 stars. Kochetkov, who stopped 26 shots and stopped everything that came at him. Second star, Sebastian Aho, goal and assist for a +1. And Uri Slavkovsky, he had a -2, but he played a solid game. And he was setting up his line mates quite well, especially Suzuki. And he had several chances himself as well, and just couldn't burn it home. But however, he did have a pretty solid game. The first line was a threat periodically, more so early in the game. First period, second period, here and there. Third period, not so much. You could see it dwindling down, but he was very solid through the whole game. But unfortunately, their point streak between him and Nick Suzuki come to an end, unfortunately. Okay, so first period, there was no scoring. Second period, at 9:33, it was Jordan Stahl, assisted by Teuvo Teravainen. Shorthanded goal, like I say. Matheson kind of kerfuffled it at the point where Newhook missed on a shot that the Habs had a close chance scoring on them, and it took a bad bounce at the point area, and Matheson could not keep it in, and he got beat outright by Stahl. Could never catch him, and Stahl just made Monty look average. Really, that's all you could really say. Third period, Sebastian Aho just goes back to doing what he does well, and that was costly penalty by Jordan Harris. Just time wasn't right to take that penalty. Sit by Seth Jarvis and Jake Gensel on the power play, and you can't give. We were killing penalties early, well, but you can't give these guys are like number one on the power play in the league, so there's a reason for it. you knew they were going to bust us at a certain point in time. 17-12 on the open empty net. Seth Jarvis assisted by Gensel and Sebastian Aho. That was your game. Here's the stats. Close in the shot departments. Carolina 30, Montreal 26. Hits 5 for Carolina, 21 for the Habs. So we were a little more physical. Faceoffs won 33-27 for the Canes. 1 out of 2 power plays executed by the Canes. 0 for 3 for the Habs. The Habs did not look sharp. They might have looked okay on the first power play. The next 2, they just did not look good at all on the power play. They just didn't move. They couldn't seem to get in. They had a time getting into the blue line whatsoever, breaking the line cleanly, and was a problem for them all the way through. Penalty minutes, 6 for the Canes, 4 for the Habs. Giveaways, 14-17 for the Habs. Takeaways, 9-8 for the Canes. Block shots, 11-21 for the Habs. And then we get the penalty summary. No penalties until the second period. Nick Suzuki takes one at 6:06 into the second period. 2 minutes for interference. Evgeny Kochetkov takes one at 8:27. 2 minutes for delay of game, putting it over the boards. 16:51. Brett Pesce takes 2 minutes for hooking. Again, Montreal could not make them pay for those 2 penalties. And an anemic power play. Okay, and then we get the third period, 3 minutes to go. This was a costly penalty by Jordan Harris, 2 minutes for hooking. And we were kind of mounting a bit of an attack in the beginning of that third period too, but it kind of deflated things a little bit. So 2 minutes for hooking. And at 11:48, Brett Burns takes a 2 minute for tripping. That was your stats and everything. This was a game. It was like I say, Montreal can hold their heads up. They stayed within the game, which playing a much deeper team. I mean, the depth charts on Carolina, they're so deep compared to us. You knew that we were outmatched in this talent-wise, and it showed. However, impressive that we stayed within it for a while. We kept in the ballpark, was respectable. We just could not break the goaltender whatsoever. He's a good goaltender. He played us well anyway. He just shut the door on the heads all day. And there was several good chances that he just took away from us. Played well. He was hot. Monty, unfortunately, he played well, but looked average tonight. But again, with the 2 cough-ups by our team, they were very costly. There was, like I said, that first one really caught us shorthanded. And then the power play, you just can't give them a power play too often. We were starting to give them a couple. So with that being said, and of course they got the empty netter, whereas you weren't too. We just couldn't hold the puck in. We were having a hard time taking the blue line. So good game, respectable. I believe. Let's see if I'm correct. I think we have Florida or Tampa next. Let me get that up. I don't know why that disappeared. Let's find out. But anyway, good showing. Nothing to hang your hats about, but go Tank go is what I say. Let's hope we get more of that. We could use a few more losses. See, now we're down to 9 games left in the season. So we play Tuesday night against the Panthers. I was correct. Expect us to get. We played a solid game against them, I believe, the last time, and I would expect the games are important for positioning for teams like you've seen with Carolina today. Expect the Panthers to take us quite easily. I would project 5-1, 5-2 in that ballpark, and that'll be it. And then what do we have after that? I think correct Thursday night after Florida on Thursday night we'll have the Lightning, and that's going to be big moments. Then we got the Leafs next Saturday. That's going to be scary when you take off 3 games of the season right there. That'll leave us down to 6. So we will do a review on the Habs Florida game. It should be interesting. Thank you for joining me. Where's Puck Drop First? Here at Center Ice. You've seen it here. And like I said, go Habs go, but let's tank. This is great for the tank positioning. Let's try to at least stay 6th or 5th minimum, like in the draft pick situation. That would be perfect. And looks good for the tank if we can continue, because we were a little bit too hot there, 3-game winning streak. Well, at least that comes to an end, and hopefully I don't expect victories in the next 2 games, next 3 games, to tell you the truth. So that should wind us behind a little bit. Bigger teams they're going to want those points for position. So where's Puck Drop First? Here at Center Ice Productions. You've seen it here. Let your friends and family know. Please do not leave without hitting the likes or the subscription. We muchly appreciate it. And for all of you at home, happy Easter, and hopefully you're enjoying your family time and taking the time to take in the real meaning of this holiday. It's just time to relax and meditate a bit, right? Thank you for joining me, and we shall catch you in the Tuesday review with Florida. We'll catch you then. Thank you for joining me. God bless.